We are on the air, Pops. What time is it?
It's chomp time.
It is chomp time indeed, the Thanksgiving edition.
Woo-hoo!
It is Thanksgiving. We are recording on Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there.
Absolutely.
Pops, I am thankful for you and Mom and Amy and my family. To God for what He has blessed me with.
And I'm thankful for you and everything else ditto.
Nice. Way to piggyback. So, I am Mike. That is Pops. This is the Chomp Time Podcast. I'm foaming at the mouth. I'm so excited. This is episode 28, Pops, which I have dubbed, oh, he's got scotch. It must be a holiday. He's got scotch. It's not in a koozie or anything like that,
sir.
So that's nice.
No, sir.
Chomp Time Podcast, episode 28, which I've dubbed Off to Clown School.
Woo-hoo!
Off to Clown School we go. It has been FSU week, Florida State week, Seminoles week, all week. Can't wait for this game on Saturday. We are going to go over some stats and some interesting tidbits about Clown School. We're going to talk about some predictions. We're going to go over our most hated all-time Seminoles.
Wow.
And then I will ask Pops just one simple Thanksgiving question to end the episode.
Oh, boy. I don't know. All right. We'll give it a shot.
Let's get right off the bat and talk about Florida State. We are going to Tallahassee. It's going to be a 7 o'clock p.m. game in Doak Campbell. They still call it Doak Campbell.
They do.
Choke Campbell or whatever. What did you learn about Florida State?
Well, you know, when we want to really make fun of them, we call them, it was a girls' school first, you know, but, you know,
yes.
The history and all that stuff. Anyway, give me a year that was I'm going to say... So, I will tell you this. Give you a hint. It's the first chartered school in the state of Florida.
What?
Yes,
really? Yes. I was going to say Florida was 1853 and it was after Florida, but apparently it wasn't. So it was an all-female school to start. 1822.
No, sir. 1851.
Oh, so just 2 years before Florida. Yeah. Okay.
They got 43,000 students, and you are correct. It's Doak Campbell Stadium. Yes. They have Chief Osceola on Renegade. You know, all that stuff.
The dude wearing Indian face. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, with the burning spear, and they puts it at 50-yard line. Yeah.
I'm offended.
Maybe he won't fall off the horse this week. We'll see what happens. They're known for, as you said, the circus. Okay, they got a whole major in circus. They also are the curators of the John and Mabel Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Museum, located in
Tallahassee?
No, sir.
I don't know.
Sarasota, Florida, sir.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. You know, when you said I had to get 4 Seminoles that I really didn't like.
Yeah.
Kind of took off my list here of players that have graduated from there, but
we're going to get to that later. So you're going to tell us about some alums. Okay.
A little bit here. They have 3 Heisman Trophy winners.
Yep.
Charlie Ward, 93. Yep. They got Chris Winkie, 2000. And your favorite guy, Jameis Winston, in 2013.
Mr. Crablegs.
Yeah. Got a couple of famous basketball players that have played there. I mean, there's a bunch of them. But the 2-1 that I kind of feel that they've outdone themselves was Sam Cassell.
Yes.
Very, very good. And
he was better in the NBA than he was in college.
He was, yes. And Dave Cowens, the Boston Celtic, who was a champion many times over, plus he was the head coach there at one time.
He went to Florida State.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you some Hollywood people. There's only a few of them.
I know one.
Who's the one?
Burt Reynolds.
There you go. Faye Dunaway.
Yes.
All right.
Hotty toddy.
And we've talked about this one before already. Cheryl Hines.
Yeah. When did we talk about her? She's married to somebody.
Yeah.
Who's she married to? I've already forgotten. I already
J-
don't care. I already don't
JFK
care.
JFK Jr.
Outstanding. Okay, so RFK Jr., not
Yes.
JFK Jr. JFK
RFK
Jr.
RFK
is
RFK Jr.
is no longer with us. Yeah. So
Yes.
RFK
RFK.
Jr. Heinz, back when you said it the first time I didn't care, guess what? This time, don't care. Move on.
And I'll give you one more.
Yeah.
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons, he
Yes, sir.
recently moved on to a better place. Rest in peace, Richard. I did not know that he was a Seminole
Yeah.
alum.
Yeah.
Huh. Was he in the circus as well?
He must have been.
Dad, I will never forget that when I wanted to go to Florida State out of high school. That was the first school I wanted to go to. I knew that you guys were moving down to Florida. Amy was already going to South Florida. We went to visit Florida State, and the one thing I took away from that entire visit was how many times they mentioned they have a clown school there. It's all about the circus. I'm like, no, I'm not interested in that. All right, what else?
That's about it.
Are you done?
I'm done.
All right. So I have a multitude of stats.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure where to start, but I'll kind of do the similar recipe I usually do. Florida State, this year they are 2-9. They are 1-7 in conference. They were I believe, the preseason number 10 school in the country. The one
Yes.
glaring example of why preseason rankings mean nothing. Everyone else is pretty much kind of played up to where they were ranked, except for them. They have had a horrendous season. They're including a 52-3 loss, drubbing at Notre Dame. Their second win of the season came last week against Charleston Southern, where they
Yeah.
won 41-7. It was the first time all year they scored over 21 points.
Well, they did have a serious injury in their behalf, just like we did. They lost their quarterback in the second game of the season. This is the same quarterback that said last week, "I'm coming back. I'm coming back, people." And then 2 days ago, nope, he's leaving.
Oh, is he?
He's going to OSU.
Oh, so he's transferring.
Yes.
He's going to Ohio State. He's going to Ohio State?
Yeah,
Ohio State is taking him?
I
They
guess.
must owe him something. So Mike Norvell is their coach. He's only 43 years old. He has aged quite a bit this year.
Yeah.
His overall head coaching record is 71-41. Just like everyone else, he's been an assistant in multiple places, Arizona State, some other
Right.
places. He became the head coach of Memphis, his first head coaching job in 2016. He was the head coach there. From 2016 to 2019, he was 38-15. More notably, he was 24-8 in conference there, became a big name that last year with tons of schools. I think Florida looked at him once.
Correct.
And got the Florida State job in 2020. And so from 2020 to present, his record there is 33-26, Pops. He is 20-20 in conference play. This is the ACC. This is not the SEC. It's not the Big Ten. He's in the ACC. In his 4+ years, he's 20-20 in conference. Your thoughts on that?
Wow. I didn't realize it was that bad. I mean,
He's
he
not good.
He had a tremendous year last year, and then of
Hmm?
course he lost his quarterback second to the last game of the season.
Well, yeah,
Huh?
yeah, but I'll get to that in a second. So his first year at FSU, he was 3-6.
Yeah.
Then he was 5-7. So another coach just started off his first 2 years under 500.
Yeah.
Then he went 10-3. Then he went 13-1, and now he's 2-9. But the 13-1 season ended with a thump in the bowl game. They thought they should have been in the playoffs. They weren't. They were, snubbed from the playoffs. They lose to Georgia in a bowl game 63-3. So that started off 2024 pretty bad for them. And so a lot of people have them calling for his job. He's not going to get fired. He's got two big. I believe he got an extension after last year's great season.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so his buyout's like $70 million. What do you got?
I'm going to make a correction here. It looks like he hasn't pulled the trigger yet of leaving, but it was reported that he was leaving. But I just looked to make sure. But he is still officially a Seminole.
Yeah. Well, he sucks. He's
Yeah.
not good. He was a 5-star coming out of high school. He went to Clemson to start.
Clemson, Oregon State.
Oregon State. Then he went to Florida State. They are, Pops, this is the one stat I saw about them that was the most disturbing. This is the Florida State Seminoles. They have 3 titles. I believe they have 3 Heisman Trophy winners.
Correct.
Bobby Bowden had them in the top 5 for like 15 straight years
Forever.
or something ridiculous.
They own the ACC.
Yeah, they are 131st in total offense in the country through 11 games. Do you know there's only 133 teams listed
Yeah.
in NCAA.com stats. They're 131st. They're averaging like only 273 yards per game.
Right.
Now the Gators are 79th in the country in offense. That's not very good either. However, we are averaging 375 yards per game. So the Seminoles offense has been atrocious. Now you have said a couple times already that it's partly due to the fact that DJ Ugalele, or whatever his name is, their starting quarterback, the transfer from everywhere, got hurt early. But before he got hurt, he was only completing 53% of his passes, and he had 4 touchdowns and 6 interceptions in limited time.
Right.
He's not good. And then the guy that came over for him was Brock Glenn. He's thrown for 45% completion, 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Yeah.
Then they had another guy, Luke Kromenhoek or something.
Yeah.
He's completing only 52% of his passes, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Their leading running back only has 413 yards through 11 games. I mean, their leading receiver only has 486 yards through 11 games.
Up until last week, they had 7 consecutive games where they had less than 300 yards total offense in a row. I mean, really? Up until last week.
They were the last Division I team to score over 21 points in a game. That was last week against Charleston Southern.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think I'd ever see something like this from FSU. Their defense is 88th in the country, which is not good either. Somehow Florida's defense continues to go down, even though I think we're playing outstanding. We're ranked 104th in total defense. I think it's because total defense is based on total yards, and we've been playing the complete bend, don't break strategy, which has worked for us.
It was like against Ole Miss. We gave up over 420, 430 yards, whatever it was. But they only got 17 points. So, I mean, that's, the name of the game is, as you said in a post a little while ago, you have to score more points to beat the other person.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. So I'll get to that later on in the episode. So in recruiting, I always talk about recruiting.
Yeah.
His first class was 20th. Then he had 27th, 20th, 26th, 12th, and he is currently ranked 47th for the 2025 class. We have had a couple of his guys commit to us.
Well, let me just say this. I know for as long as you and I have been talking football, which is decades, okay, you've always talked about recruiting. Recruiting is, what is it? The lifeblood.
The lifeblood
of a program. Yes. So here's the thing. Earlier this year, probably 3 or 4 weeks, you were railing about we're number 60. And I said, listen, when it's all said and done, remember what I said, we can go back and look at the tape. When it's all said and done, we'll be in the teens. We will be in the teens, and then when we do our transfers, we're going to be in the low teens when we're all said and done. Now, we've just taken our 4th person from Florida State. 4. So this game is going to be a grudge match because they're not
Yeah.
happy about us taking their players. But we've now taken 4 of them. One is, the best one right now is that four-star quarterback that is
Right.
going to come in, which is great. We need another quarterback,
Right.
in case something happens, the DJ, God forbid. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it's been on a roll. The last 2 weeks, we have been on a roller coaster, okay, going straight up with recruits. These they can't come to us fast enough right now. Last time I looked this morning, I think we're number 17. And as they say in the record business, we're on a bullet. We're ready to make a move again because there's a couple other players that are looking at us very seriously now. It'd be nice, obviously, to have a nice victory Saturday, and then whatever the bowl game is. By the time the bowl game comes around, we're always going to have the first set of recruits will already be signed. So it's kind of fill-in time. And I think it's a great deal that they made. A great idea what they did was instead of using that February 5th, 6th, and 7th date, whatever it was, for recruiting, they put it the first week of December. And the best part about that is once you get your main body of players on the campus, now you can go into the portal and see, what do I need? Okay, you don't have to wait till the 14th of February to figure out what the hell you need or whatever the date is. But now you can go into the portal and figure it out. Okay, and again, uh, we're trending very, very well right now. We need to make sure we don't make light of this game. This is a very, very important game. This is as important game as Ole Miss or LSU, and I'll tell you why. We got a momentum going. We got players that want to come and play with us. Okay, we need to show the same kind of tenacity that we've shown at home the last 2 games on the road. Now we're facing a wounded team. We have to get them quick. We have to put them out of their misery quick and start making all the moves we have to make. I just also noticed, I just read a little bit while ago before the podcast here, that our running backs coach was nominated as one of the top 5 running back coaches in the country. He's
As
up
you
for the
should.
award, which well deserved. If you look at our running backs, so a lot of good things
Yeah.
happening right now.
For the record, I don't believe you said any of that prior. When I said we're 60th, I was correct. And I
Actually,
said,
I went back and looked at the prior things, and I found it. And I found it that I said we would be in the teens when it was
all
all
right,
said
well,
and done.
you will have to show it to me. I
Where's the
definitely
where's the
think,
where's the trust level?
uh, all right, you were probably right. Well, you're wrong so often. I mean, you blame me, but
You are correct there.
yes, the LSU and Ole Miss games were so enormous for so many reasons. The wins alone were huge, but the biggest part, you could throw in the fact that we were sold out again. One of them was a night game,
Yeah,
exciting games that we won, but it was DJ Lagway. Now,
yeah.
DJ could have easily sat out the rest of the season. Had he done that, we do not win either one of those games,
No,
I don't
no,
believe.
no, no.
We absolutely don't have the electric atmosphere in those 2 games, I don't believe. And we absolutely are nowhere near 17th ranked in recruiting, up from number 60. I believe we might actually get into the top 10. The guy from FSU that I want, keep an eye out for this guy. His name is Solomon Thomas.
Yes,
He's an offensive guard. He is from Jacksonville. I believe he was recently quoted as saying, I can see them winning a natty with DJ at quarterback. He's a 5-star guy. I do like the guys we have gotten from, Florida State. That's number 1 in my book. Number 2 is a wide receiver named Jamie French, another guy
Florida.
from Jacksonville. I
Yep.
believe he's committed to Texas. That'll be tough to get him away from Arch Manning and what's going on in Texas. But I think they're still after him, and I think he was at the LSU game. So we might end up in the top 10. The running backs coach, Jamar
Yeah,
Jaluk, I
yeah.
think
Jaloon.
absolutely has done whatever he's doing is working. Whether he's just saying go out and do it, or he is completely hands on or completely hands off, whatever he is doing is working. And those are guys that Billy brought in. Once again, kudos to Billy for putting the roster
Yeah.
together that we have,
Yeah.
which I thought would compete like this from the get go. So I'm still pissed off the beginning of the season, but we are trending up and we are soaring. We are flying high. So to piggyback on what you said, absolutely a victory over Florida State, a downtrodden program right now, would be huge. The line on this game, Pops, is minus 15.
Yeah.
Now, the over under is 45. They are saying, put those numbers together, the books are saying Florida's going to win this game 30-15. I put a post on Facebook saying, I think my prediction, I'll get yours, is that the Gators are going to win 34-21. And most of the posts back, the responses, the comments, they're not going to score 21 points.
I know,
Are
I
you
saw
out of your
that.
mind? They
Yeah.
might not even score 3. Are you aware they have plenty of talent on their roster? The quarterbacks are not playing well, but this is one of the biggest rivalries in all of sports, much less college football. This is at their home. This is their Super Bowl, their bowl game this year.
This is
This
their
is
last
the
game of the
only,
season. This is
yeah,
their last game of the season.
this is all they're playing for. The entire year has been leading up to this point.
Right.
I would be shocked, as well as our defense is playing, all our players, Shamar James and Caleb Banks, Cam Jackson, all those guys. There's tons of them. I can't even think of all of them right now. I'd be shocked if we only allow 2 touchdowns or less.
Well, I got us winning 35-10.
Okay, so everything I just said, you threw out the window just like everyone else on Facebook. All right, you say 35-10.
Yeah.
I say 34-21.
Yeah.
The big difference is there. You're saying they're only getting 1 touchdown. I'm saying they're getting 3 on us. But yeah, it's a huge game. I believe I'm going to be taking that day off, maybe driving around more possible killers or thieves for Uber to make up for that money. But I want to see that game, especially with how well we've been playing and how chippy this game will get. Okay.
Yeah, let me just I looked at another article here. That was a false statement. So that DJ thing is he's going back to Florida State.
Yeah, I thought you were
You
wrong there. That's
you
why.
got to be careful on what you read. You see this stuff. I try to verify it, and it's
Just when I think you're starting to trend up yourself with credibility, you brought out that
right down
DJ
the
story.
tubes. Right down the tubes.
All right. So let's go into segment 2 before we wrap this up. Segment 2, our most hated Seminoles of all time. I'm going to stick to football. It's our biggest rival. When I went to my first day of preview at University of Florida, the first thing they told an auditorium full of freshmen to be was, welcome to the University of Florida. We hate Florida State.
Yeah.
We hate Florida State. That's a direct quote. It got a laugh, got some shivers, got like, wow, okie dokie, here we go. Pops, I want you to give me, I have 10 guys.
Let's do this. We both probably have the same one on there, and that would be Dion, correct?
Number 1 is Dion for both of us. Ding, 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 ding.
Get him off the list.
Hold on, wait 1 second. Do you hear that? Those are fireworks going off. Yes, we are in complete agreement. Dion's number 1. Now give me a couple more.
Well, the guy who I really hate is Sebastian Janikowski.
That is correct answer. He's the Polish. Didn't he have a nickname? I'm forgetting his nickname.
Yeah, he had a nickname. Yeah,
I'll look it up. The left-footed kicker, yes.
Yeah.
Who did this in 1997 after kicking the field goal to put him up by 4 when I think
How did that game end up, by the way?
Yeah, 32-29.
Who was the wide receiver that caught the pass?
Was it Travis McGriff? No.
Nope.
No, Jaquez Green.
That is correct.
Jaquez Green is behind the defense. I think Fred Taylor had 2 fumbles in that game early. He came back and scored 4 touchdowns in that game. And that was the game that Steve Spurrier famously alternated quarterbacks pretty much every
Every
play.
play.
Who were the two quarterbacks?
Oh, the one kid was from Fort Myers.
Yes.
God, what the hell was his name? Noah
His nickname
Brandeis. Noah
his
Brandeis.
nickname was his nickname was Fat Dog, and the other
Yeah,
guy was Doug Johnson.
Doug Johnson. Yeah.
So yeah, I got off track there. So what were we talking about?
Okay,
Most
so we
hated? Yeah,
got Deion Sanders, and I got Sebastian Janikowski.
yeah.
I think we also have one more in common.
Oh, of course.
That would be Jameis Winston.
Ding, 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 ding. More fireworks going off. More fireworks. I can hear them.
Okay.
Yes, Jameis Winston and Dion, for sure, my two least favorite Seminoles.
So my last guy, and only because hell of a ball player, tremendous pro,
Yeah.
but he always gave us the chop, and I hated it. Okay,
Okay.
was Derek Brooks.
Ah, very good.
I hated that guy because he always gave us the chop.
And he was really, really good.
Oh, he's
Not
great.
only in college. I
Yeah.
believe he's in the Hall of Fame, possibly in the NFL.
Yeah.
He was incredible for
Tremendous.
over a decade in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
So we had to watch him. But I'll just run through a few of mine. Thad Busby.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I remember him just doing this all the time. Like that was their sign to the hurry up offense. Hated him. Chris Wenke. I didn't like Bobby Bowden. Just his fat ass on the sideline. Didn't like it. I shouldn't make fun of his weight. Whatever. But he's a douche. Anquan Bolden was very good. Didn't like him. Here's the final two I'm going to say are really up there with my dislike. Jalen Ramsey.
Ooh.
That guy talks more trash in college and now in the NFL.
Yeah.
Very athletic. Hits harder than any DB I think I've ever seen.
Right.
But
really good ball player.
Ugh. Hate him. And then finally, Dalvin Cook. I believe Dalvin Cook was once committed to the Gators and then flopped to Florida State. So we know how it feels to have somebody committed to us flipping to our biggest rival, which is again why I think the game is going to be closer than 15 points.
Now I have one more, and only because he never friggin' picked us. He always picked whoever we were playing against. He never picked us early on. He started picking us on game day a little bit later, but he never wanted to pick us. And that was friggin' Lee Corso.
Lee Corso, yeah.
He never wanted to pick us.
So was he a player at Florida State?
He was.
He was okay. But he coached at IU as well.
Yeah.
Sidebar, the IU super season was somewhat derailed by Ohio State. I think they'll still get in the playoffs, but who knows? Pops, let's finish out the episode.
All right.
It's been another great one. I'm not gonna lie. I think I did better than you, but that's just par for the course.
Well, that's more than once. Yes.
You got some scotch going, so that's good. No. Thanksgiving football this year. I want you to give me. You watched the first game and a half.
Oh, please.
Please tell me your one thought in 2024 on Thanksgiving football that you witnessed today.
Well, let me put it this way. I have a couple of what I call work kids where I used to work 9 years ago before I retired. And we still keep in contact weekly. We still do when we talk about business or anything else. And they're both up in Wisconsin, and they're both Green Bay fans. So all week long, or all year long, they've been giving me the whatever about, hey, you got your quarterback, you got your receivers, you got this, you got that. What the hell's going on? So anyway, the last few weeks, okay, we lost on a Hail Mary. I'm talking about the Bears. We lost on a Hail Mary. Then we lost on a block field goal. Then we lost in overtime, okay?
Yeah.
But today was beyond hope today. So we're within field goal range. There's 26 seconds to go. It's third down or second down, whatever it was. 26 seconds to go. He gets sacked. we got a timeout left. We do have a timeout left, but we also could go up the line of scrimmage, throw the ball down, and still have 20 seconds, 18 seconds, and a timeout. No. The great coaching person in
Yeah.
the Bears
Yeah.
decides, I don't think I'm going to do anything. We'll just let the kid go out there. He's motioning this. He's going there. The poor kid doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, and he throws the pass. And there's no time left. And you see the coach, the Bears coach, on the sideline, who's a defensive coordinator from Indianapolis. Okay, he looks like, what just happened? Okay,
Yeah.
so my two friends text me and say, Jim, what the hell is going on? And the
Yeah.
one guy texts me and he goes, they should make, or no, the woman texts me and she goes, he should have to drive home. I said, no, he should have to walk home
Yeah,
from
absolutely.
Detroit.
I mean, it just happened a couple hours ago. So I think it was like 38 seconds to go.
Yeah.
I believe the clock was stopped. We were at the 40-yard line of
We were at the
Detroit.
45-yard line of Detroit.
Well,
He was
okay,
5
and then
yards outside. He was 5 yards outside.
He got sacked, and I'm pretty sure there was 33 seconds left when he got sacked.
Oh, I thought
We
it
had
was
a
26,
timeout
but it
left.
could be 33. It could be 33.
Yes. We had a timeout left. He gets up. He's trying to get everybody back to the line. Tick, 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 tick. He finally snaps the ball with like 5 seconds ago, throws a long pass, which is incomplete, and time runs out. He got sacked with 33 seconds to go, and we had a timeout. We let the entire clock run down, throw a meaningless pass, and that's the end of the game. That's our Bears. I will end off with the one thing I noticed, other than what a joke the Bears franchise has been since Sexy Rexy was booed out of the stadium.
Sexy Rexy.
I believe that's the curse on the Bears, and rightfully so. You don't boo Rexy out of the stadium. He's only one of two quarterbacks that brought you to the Super Bowl. What in God's name are you booing him out of the stadium for? Shame on you, Bears fans. That's what you get. All right,
Rex
sorry.
is my quarterback.
Rex is my quarterback. I know we're 11-1. He threw 7 interceptions in the first half. He's still our quarterback. I noticed Tom Brady is a very articulate man, very smart man. Obviously has tons of credibility when it comes to football. Probably nobody on the planet has more credibility than he does.
Yeah.
However, for 4 hours, all that dude says is the most obvious thing in the world every single play. Well, what they really want to do here is, they don't want to put the other team in a good spot to score points. What they want to do is they want to put their own team in a better spot to score points. They're down by 3, so what they want to do is either be down by 3 or less. They don't want to be down by 3 or more. Thanks, Tom.
I'm going to say the same thing to you I said to you in different things. This is his first year. Let's give him a break.
Oh,
Let's give him a. He's never done a broadcast till this year. Give him a break.
Go buy an island. Get the hell out of here. I'm sick of him being. He's on my list of.
I like him. I like Tom Brady right now more than Romo. I'll tell you that right now.
That's fine. All right, we're over time. Pops, I got a little rowdy there at the end because
Happy Thanksgiving.
Rex Grossman came up.
Happy Thanksgiving, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. I am thankful for you, sir.
And you.
It's been a blast so far. I'm glad we've finally figured out some ways to get this done. Hopefully our followers are sharing it with other people, subscribing.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, good, bad, or otherwise, let us know, because we want to keep doing this. It's all about entertaining you all out there, and keeping in touch with me and Dad twice a week.
Hey,
face to face, can't beat it.
Basketball team won today, 7-0.
The
7-0. We got.
I hope that there's no evidence.
I
hope there's no evidence against Golden, because we are going to be in the spotlight all year. That team that he put together is elite. We are going to at least the Sweet 16 this year. Gators basketball is back. On that note, we got Florida State coming up in a couple days. We need a victory. This was episode 28, which I dubbed Off to Clown School. I'm Mike, that's Pops. This is Chomp Time Podcast. For the love of all that is holy. Come on, Gators!
Get up and go! Go Gators!
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
All right.